I guess by now everybody heard TJ Hockenson has been traded to the Minnesota Vikings. Well, what do you say about that? I got a lot to say about that. But once again, I'm going to just wait and I'm going to keep it brief and wait and see what unfolds. Let's say that. But here's the one thing I would say. Well, more than one thing. But the biggest thing is the obvious is why you trade inside the division. That right there to me is idiotic. Now you got to, not only did you trade a player that is that's a top 10 player on this team, and arguably one of the top 10 tight ends in the league, you trade him where you're going to have to see him twice every single year. Twice every single year. So that doesn't make any sense. And then you get a second round pick 2023 and then a third round pick in 2024. So if you just kept like that, it's not the greatest, but at least you get something, right? So now, because I ain't gonna lie, when I read it, I had to keep going back and reading it more than once. I said, am I reading this wrong? Because it says Minnesota gets Hockenson, a fourth round pick, I think in 2023, and then a conditional pick in 2024, which can possibly turn into a fifth round pick, depending on, I guess if Minnesota win a playoff game and what other conditions they have in there. So it's a conditional pick, but still you lose 2 picks. I don't understand that, because here's my thing: Minnesota lost their tight end. You had them where you want them. They coming to you looking for something, and you giving up extra stuff. How is this smart? Everybody talking about how smart Brad Holmes is and how he's playing chess. He playing pickup sticks, not chess. Because if you buy a house, if you're selling a house, the object of selling a house is get as much money as you can from that house, and not, oh, let me lower the price for you. Oh, want me to throw in a car with that, sir? Oh, that's not good. Would you like my wife, sir? Who sells something and gives extra stuff with it? It's like your boy, your girl asking your boy, so where'd y'all go? And he just volunteering extra information that's not necessary. If she didn't ask you that, why you asking that extra information? That's kind of on the same level what they doing. Why would you give up picks? I don't understand that. And I've been listening to people all day, because I've been at work, so I get a chance to actually record. But I listen to people all day trying to justify it, trying to look for the silver lining, and everything that we get picks. Okay, so let's break it down. So next year you get. So I had to write it down because I'm looking at it because I had to write it down. So next year you get 2 first round picks, because you get the one that you already own plus the one from Stafford. You get 2 second round picks, the one from you already own plus the Hockenson pick. 1 third round. You lose the 4th round. You get a 5th. You get 2 6 rounds because of the Trinity Benson trade. That's only positive about Trinity Benson, because he's no longer on the team. But at least you get an extra pick out of that next year. So you get 8 picks next year. Then the following year, you get 1 first round, 1 second round, 2 third rounds from the Vikings trade you did right now. You don't know if you're gonna lose a 4th or a 5th. You get a 6th round, 7th round, so you get 7 picks. So now, based on that, you're rebuilding, right? So you got 8 picks, 2 in the first round. If you want to look at it from a positive standpoint, I guess you could say, okay, I got 8 picks. But then I gotta go back to you giving a gun to a baby. I'm looking at what y'all picked before. If you got 20 picks, are you gonna hit on them? Because you look at, all right, let's look at this year. Hutchinson, I'm not gonna call him a bust, but he looks winded. Only time I see him really do a spin move, any other move besides a bull rush, is on the tight end. So that needs to be worked on. I think that's a coaching issue. So that's another issue need to be fixed. So I'm not gonna call him a bust. Rodriguez has been balling. Like Kirby Joseph coming along, and can't count on Okuda because Okuda was already here. So what's that? 3 picks. Chase Lucas hurt. Pascal just came back. The first game came back, he did pretty good. Second game, he was kind of quiet. So the jury's still out on that. You got rid of Hockenson. Now you gotta see if Mitchell develops. So we gotta see what Mitchell does. That jury's still out on that. Who else? Levi on Sariki. He hurt. He out for the season again. So, you know what I'm saying? We talked about Trinity Benson. He lost that. That was a bad move. So, where's the confidence in that 8 picks going to help? Somebody, please drop in the comments and answer that to me. You know, if you don't cut, and I tell you this all the time, I watch a lot of different shows, and I agree with Mobley on this one. Cut Jared Goff by the end of the season. Jared Goff should not be here next year. Period. Or if he does, he comes in at a discount. And look, we're gonna pay you this amount, take it or leave it. Cause that way you can bring in a Bryce Young, you can bring in a young talent to quarterback. Cause I'm talking about for me now. I can handle you not looking good if you got a young quarterback and a young team, but I see potential there. I can say, okay, I can see it because you developing a quarterback. You know, you got weapons on offense. You got a good running back. You got 2 good running backs. Or 3 good running backs. Well, say you got a good running back and 2 decent running backs. I think Jamal Williams is a good second choice. You know, like coming in on the goal line, he runs straight ahead. He gets those tough yards. So I'm not really gonna dog him on that. Craig Reynolds still develop. I mean, he has flashes of greatness. You got Amon St. Brown. We see what J-Mo gonna be. We gonna assume he's gonna be good, but we don't know because I haven't seen him play. Reynolds is not a top 10 receiver, but I think he's a good compliment. DJ Chark has been hurt, so Jared. And here's another thing too. I'm on this too. We don't know what a better quarterback can do with these receivers. You know, I heard people talk, oh, DJ Chark's a bust. Well, look who's throwing it to him. You know, if he's running a fly pattern, he's running an out route, a go route. He's running a go route, and Jared Goff is getting pressure on him, and he always looking to his first read and throwing to that first read. Of course, he's not gonna. Look like he's doing anything because you don't have a quarterback that's gonna get it to him. You don't have a quarterback that's gonna step up in the pocket and throw that route. Throw that pass. So yeah, he's not gonna look good because of that. So I'm not gonna just go off and say he was a bust. And I know like people say, oh, y'all always dogging Jared Goff. I'm just talking about this particular part of the team. It's not just Jared Goff's team. Jared Goff's fault why this team is like this. It's not. It's not. I mean, you can't just say it's Jared Goff's fault. It's coaching. It's defense. You know, it's stupid moves like this. The only redeeming part of it, you get an extra pick because you normally get 7, so you get 1 extra pick. But really, is that worth it? Because think about it like this: if you wouldn't have gave him any picks, and you kept your 4th rounder plus what you got, then that's an excellent move. Because now you got 9 picks. 9 picks. Then I can't complain. And plus a pick next year. So yeah, that's good because they might not wanted to pay TJ Hockenson that kind of money. And here's the thing too. I mean, some of these things I'm thinking about as I go. Does this mean they not gonna move on for Jared Goff because TJ don't fit into the scheme they're running now? So are they trying to fit an offense around Jared Goff? And that's why they got rid of TJ Hockenson? I hope that's not what it is. Because that's what it is. This is garbage. You know. Now if it's just a roster move to move some salary, hey, I'm not mad at it. You know. Yeah, I like TJ Hockenson. I think he's a top 10 tight end. But if it's the move salary, you got these 8 picks, and then supposedly supposed to have a lot of money for next year in the salary cap. You need to get some free agents in here too. 8 picks plus a couple good free agency moves. Now you're looking like something. Now you setting up something on this roster that we can cheer for. You get a Will Anderson and a Bryce Young in here. Now you got Hutchinson, Will Anderson, Pascal. Hopefully, will develop too. You got a plethora of defensive ends. Start making moves with them. I know you need backups, but dang, Romeo ain't been playing for a while. See if somebody want him. Charles Harris, see if somebody want him. Move Michael Brockers. Because then that way you can draft a Will Anderson. You can draft a Bryce Young. Then you can come back around, get you a linebacker. Get you somebody on the opposite end of Okuda. That's only 4 picks. You still got 4 more. You make a move in free agency. Get a veteran linebacker and a veteran defensive end. So now you got a veteran there to help school and mold those young guys on the line. And you got a veteran linebacker. Move Anceloni out of there. You get a veteran there that can teach Rodrigo. You're doing something. You were doing something then. Then I can sit back and say, all right, I see you, Brad. I see you. Now, Dan Campbell may not be the answer for the coaching, for coaching this team. That's fine. But if you put together those pieces, you setting up the next coach for something great. No one wants to see another regime come in here and then they rebuild again. No one has the heart for that. No one wants to see it. Now as a fan, I don't. I'm speaking about. I don't. If they move off of Dan Campbell after the 3rd year, and then they also don't get no pieces in here, so now you start another rebuild. Now you ask this fan base to wait another 2 years, another 3 years. Where if you make this work, I don't like the TJ Hockenson move, but you do, and you do have 8 picks, and you're gonna have salary. I think it's a stupid move to give up picks for a trade, but that's done. That bridge already under that water's already under the bridge. So the milk is already spilled. You know what I'm saying? So now how can we make the best out of this? And it's not me making excuses. This is me saying, okay, I'm going so numb with some of the stupid stuff anyway. So I'm still sitting here and arguing over stupid stuff. What can we do right now with what we got? You got 8 picks. 8. Use those 8 picks. You're supposed to have extra money. Use that money to get some free agents in here. Free agents in here. You got a plethora of defensive ends. Move off of them. Why we got Michael Brockers? He ain't done nothing. Cut Levi. It's a business. Cut Levi. Romeo. He gets healthy next year. Trade him. See if somebody want him. Hell, if you get that 4th round pick back, you good. Who else is on it? Charles Harris. Trade him. You get that and trade him, try to get your 4th round pick back. Then I'm saying, okay, you did something then. You got a lot of players in here that you can move off of, especially if you get that 4th round pick back. Now you can get another player to replace him. You got 9 picks now. 9 picks. If you do that, you still have Kaminsky. That's your backup. You still have Bryant. That's another backup. So you still have backups that you can that's on this line in case somebody get injured. You got backups. But we fall in love with players, fall in love with names, and still forgetting this is a business. This is business. And so business wise, if you got access to something, supply and demand, baby. Supply and demand. You got access of a whole bunch of defensive package something up. You know, move off and package Anceloni and Charles Harris. Do something. Package them and get your 4th round back. At least you got 9 picks. Or package something up, get a 4th round and another late round in the following year. So now you're getting those picks and the extra pick. You know what I'm saying? So now you can build on that. You can build with that. But anyway, drop in the comments, tell me what you think about it. Am I insane? Am I crazy? Am I just a delusional fan? Drop in the comments. Let me know. All right. Till next time. Peace.